bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, Exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news! I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm Agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda Certified Pre-Owned at Danny Manholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Manholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 AM. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Ring in the new year with a great deal on a pre-owned 4x4 truck or sport utility from Denny Menholt Toyota. Shop a great selection of 4x4s and all-wheel drives from Ford, GMC, Nissan, Ram, Jeep, Subaru, and more. Plus, shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Buy any Toyota Certified Pre-Owned, and we'll give you a $500 Visa gift card. Spend it any way you want. See us at Denny Menholt Toyota or DennyMenholtToyota.com.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome to Rapid City Stevens Raiders girls basketball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv this afternoon at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The number 3, 10-1 Rapid City Stevens Raiders girls will play host to the Brookings Bobcats, who come into this contest with a record of 5-4, currently seated 8th in the standings. The standings don't mean everything right now, but as we hit the midpoint of the seasons, obviously for both the boys and girls basketball, we will start to pay closer attention as teams across the state and all classes will vie to be a host at their respective SODAC 16 or for the lower classes, a neutral site that's conducive to not only them but their fan bases. As we get in today, the Bobcats are coming off a win across town last night against Rapid City Central, which moved them to 5-4. Hopefully the Raiders, if they take care of business today, will get seed points for a team that's above 500 now with the win from the Bobcats. So the strength of opponent and the opponent's win-loss record is also a factor in one of the metrics in determining those standings that you see on the SDHSAA.com website. Raiders are going to come into this one with their standout senior, Talia Porter, who, as she closes in on the scoring record at Stevens High School, Becky Hammond, of 1,417 points. She's drawing more attention than that, and I had a chance to sit down and talk with Talia about that, and we will be visiting and sharing some of her thoughts throughout today's broadcast, but just want to start out by saying what an articulate, mature, humble young lady and student athlete is Talia Porter is, and just, very impressed with how she's represented herself, her family, her team, her school, and her community. So we are set here to open things up. We'll turn it over to public address announcer Jason Hafner, one of the best in the biz.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carroll Higher Gymnasium for today's girls basketball game between our visitors, the Brookings Bobcats, and your Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Both schools are members of the South Dakota High School Athletic Association, which have adopted the rules under which the games are conducted. Strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. We encourage you to cheer for your favorite team during today's game. At the same time, please demonstrate the respect you would like to be shown as visitors on their campus. Unruly, threatening, or obscene behavior will not be condoned at today's game. Thank you for your cooperation and support. At this time, we ask that those of you that are able to please stand for our national anthem. We remind all in attendance that proper respect is to face the flag, remove your hat or cap, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military personnel not in uniform may salute the flag. Please join in singing along with our national anthem.
PA Jason Hafner. He'll go through the introductions of the cheerleaders, officials, and then the teams will bring to you the starting lineups once he announces them. The Raiders' next games, home games, will be crosstown rival hosting, and that'll be the Whiteout Cancer events where the schools come together and support families in their school communities that are enduring and coping with battle of cancer. And that's a great community event for the schools and these kids to really get behind. And so Fox Radio will be bringing you the girls Class AA rivalry game in Rapid City from here at Carroll Higher on Friday. And Fox Radio will also be back to bring you the boys game on Saturday, February 1st. So we will be all supporting the Whiteout Cancer cause. And Fox Radio, Jerome Wickersham and DJ Dean Gurr will be bringing the call on those nights.
And now introducing the starting lineup for your Stevens Raiders.
And now the lineup for the Raiders.
Star 5'6", senior number 1, Brittany Jones.
Brittany Jones, senior, gets the start, number 1.
Guard 5'10", senior number 3, Talia Porter.
Talia Porter, that we've talked about in the opener, will also get the start. Junior number 11, Finley Love, will start. And the lineup that's been consistent, number 22, junior Jessica Griswold, and rounding out the starting 5 is junior number 23, Hallie Peterson. The Raiders, as ever, will play their game where they'll try to convert baskets and transition immediately into a press to try and create turnovers and more chances. Last night, the Raiders opened up against Watertown, not making baskets, and Watertown couldn't miss. At one point in the first quarter, the Raiders were down 16, chopped it to around 6 or 5 at halftime, and then came on strong in the second half, shot better, which allowed them to get in their press, and Watertown just couldn't take care of the ball. Porter gets out tipped by number 12. That's junior Macy Even. So Macy Even will be one of the starters for the Bobcats, along with number 14, Kimber Bice. Number 4, Sloan McClagan, who puts up a 3 off. Good rebound by Jones. Jones will bring up the ball right in the center of their court. She's going to go look to the hoop, kicks it off to Love. Love for 3. It finds off the mark. Porter, though, is there on the backside to track down the rebound. She gets it into Love. Love is tied up, and a jump as the quick hands of Macy Even, the junior for the Bobcats, got in there. It'll be Raider ball. Rounding out the starting 5 for the Bobcats, is number 50, Tessa Burns, and number 22, I believe, Logan Smith. Griswold over to Jones. Jones kicks to Love. Love to Peterson. Quick passing by the Raiders. Down to Porter. They're going to try to establish her. She goes into Griswold and a foul, and that's going to go against Kimber Bice. That'll be her first, team first. Good pass there by Porter to the cutting Griswold, the junior, number 22, 5'8", junior guard. Griswold goes to the line to try to put the points on the board. Off with the first one. She'll step to the line for her second. Griswold. This one is in and out, rims around, rebound by Tess Burns for the Bobcats. Smith will bring it up. She'll get over to McClagan. McClagan on the right side by the mascot. She gets it down to Even. Even cross court, long diagonal pass. Good three-pointer for Kimber Bice. Raiders race down. Kick it out to Porter. Top of the key. She drives. Love is there. Love now, crossover step in the paint. Floater, no good. Good look there. Just bad luck on off the rim. Smith will bring it up. She's guarded by Love. Love keeps her high into the logo. Give and go, but no, she fakes a handoff to Buys. Does Burns, and now Buys will take it off the dribble, and Peterson will intercept it, and quick little back flick to Jones. Jones gets it to Griswold. Thought she had a look. Griswold will fire for three, off the mark. Porter is there. Porter rounds it out to Love. Love will drive, gets it into Griswold. We're going to have a travel, little extra step on the slide and contact, and that'll be Brookings' ball underneath their own basket, and Buys will get the ball and put it in. She'll get it to Smith. Smith now double teamed, and she'll go cross court over to Even. Even back to Smith. Smith will get it across the timeline, double team. She's going to get a trap and a jump ball with Porter timing that perfectly. Porter went to the air with some distance. Smith picked up the dribble, and Porter just collapsed once the dribble was picked up and denied and got the tie-up. Smith now will bring the ball. She's at the logo, being guarded by Griswold. Griswold doing a nice job. To the left side now on the letters is Buys, and stolen by Peterson. Gets in the pass, and he misses the layup. So they can't set up the press, but Jones is there to challenge Even. Even goes long. It's intercepted by Peterson. She tries to throw the ball back in as she's going out of bounds. Can't stay in bounds. Bobcats will have it at midcourt with Kimber Buys, the senior, passing in to Smith. Logan Smith, senior, number 22. She'll handle the ball with the off the dribble. She gets it over to Even. Macy Even off the mark. Peterson is there, gets knocked around. Jones is there and had arms around her back, but they're going to call a jump ball, and this will go back to the Raiders. Raiders still not on the scoreboard, although they had free throw chances and a layup off of a steal. Bobcats lead with 5 to go, 3-0. Now Jones is in a trap. She dribbles off, but passes it, and McClagan's there. Peterson recovers and knocks it out of bounds. And one official's going to say out of bounds. The other one is going to call a foul. So we're going to go to the foul line. That foul will be on Hallie Peterson. The near official did not call it. The far official did, or the wing official, excuse me. At either rate, Sloan McClagan will go to the line for the Bobcats. She makes her first one. She makes the first one. Substitutions come in for the Bobcats. Number 30, Clara Delbridge will come in. And McClagan misses the second. And that's number 24, also in Lily Thompson. All the way down is Griswold. She gets it off the leg of Buys over to Peterson. Peterson takes the ball, little floater, and in for two. Peterson. Nice little take and a floater in the lane. 4-2. Raiders put on the press. Love is there, but Smith's able to come down with it. Kicks it out. Buys for three. Off. And Peterson's there. She floats it over to Griswold. Griswold races ahead. She goes in for the layup, and it's good. She was challenged there by Buys, who did a nice job, but Griswold lays it in off the glass. Raiders set up the press. McClagan looks like she might have taken an extra step. No call. She gets it over. Another extra step almost. And no call there. Now the dribble is stopped for Thompson. And she's in trouble, and Jones eventually steals it and is triple teamed, and a foul. A lot of arms waving in there. The foul called by official Kane Kohler there, right on the spot. That's going to go on Lily Thompson, who checked in. We'll have a substitute now for the Raiders. Number 12, Hayden Thornton's going to come in off the bench. She'll give Jones a rest. Schreiber comes in as well. Max Schreiber, the junior, also a volleyball player. Peterson, bring it up. Her and Thornton look to break pressure in tandem. They do. Thornton splits the defense off the dribble, gets it to Schreiber. Schreiber for three. It's short. Love is there for the rebound. Love, kick is back out to Thornton. Thornton with a little fake and a floater in the lane. It's off the back of the board and the rim, and then a foul on Peterson. Her second quick one, trying to keep the ball alive. She'll probably have to take a seat now with 2, and it looks like the 7th grader, Marley Seyumanu Tafa, will come in for Peterson with 2 fouls. So the 7th grader, number 43, Marley Seyumanu Tafa, comes in to relieve Peterson. Raiders set the press. They break it. They get it up to number 30 for the Bobcats. Delbridge. Shot over to even, almost there, was online. Good rebound by Bobcats, but we're going to have a foul on the rebound. Delbridge was fouled by Marley Seyumanu-Tafa. That'll be her first after just coming in for Peterson in foul trouble. That foul will send Clara Delbridge, a junior for the Bobcats, to the line. She'll shoot 2. We're level at 4 here. Delbridge misses the first. In for Brookings, back in is going to be Logan Smith, and the senior Kimber Buys will take a rest here for head coach Mitch McClagan. That one's off, but even with the rebound and the putback, looked good, but it rims off. Porter gets it up quickly to Love. Love to Schreiber. Schreiber back in the lane to Thornton. Thornton dribbles out, kicks it back to Love, almost stolen by McClagan. A little floater off the backboard and 1 for Finley Love. Looks like she caught a forearm to the head or shoulder. Official Randy Stanton right there calls the foul on Macy Even. It'll be her first. Both teams with 3. And that'll send Finley Love, the junior guard, number 11, to the line for the and 1 attempt. Love makes it. Raiders lead 7-4. Press is on. Love guarding Smith, trying to force her to her left. Smith behind the back, gets it to the logo. Love is right on her, making it hard. Smith off of her leg, keeps the dribble. Now picks up the dribble. Schreiber denies. Denied by Thornton, but even gets out of that. Back to Smith. Bobcats reset their offense here. 13 on the shot clock. Smith will drive, take a long layup, and off the glass, and good. Tough take there by the senior Logan Smith. And the Bobcats will get into a press to try to neutralize the pressure of the Raiders. Thornton over to Porter. Porter gets it to Seyumanu-Tafa to Love. 4-3 off. Was on line, just off rim. Rebound to Smith and the Bobcats. Raiders lead by 1 with 2 and change to go here in the first quarter. Smith gets it down to, that's number 50, I believe. Yes, that's Tess Burns. She'll stand at the top of key, little give and go. Looks like she traveled, and yes, Kane Kohler was right there. Switch pivot feet, and that'll be a travel. Good defense in the paint by Seyumanu-Tafa. Jones comes back in for the Raiders, so it'll be Jones, Thornton, Griswold, Seyumanu-Tafa, and Schreiber for the Raiders. For the Bobcats, McClagan, Burns, Smith, little floater by Max Schreiber. It's no good. Tried to get the rebound, couldn't. Goes up to McClagan. McClagan into Burns. Knocked away by Schreiber. Burns stays in bounds. Tries to throw a long pass. She does to number 30, Delbridge. She gets it back into Burns. Off the mark. Just a little too hard off the glass. Jones brings it up the left side. Griswold now. Jones looks to shoot. Decides not to. Off the dribble. Penetrates. Stops her dribble. Now out to Marley Seyumanu-Tafa, the 7th grader for the Raiders. Jones on the left side. 14 on the shot clock. Jones trying to dribble out of pressure. Gets it down to Seyumanu-Tafa. Baseline jumper off the mark. Thornton's there. Reset the shot clock. Schreiber gets the defense up. Decides not to shoot. Thornton thought about a 3. It's tipped away by McClagan, but we're going to have a foul for a reach in there. Official right on that. That'll be McClagan's fourth team foul with exactly 1 minute, 60 seconds here to go in the first quarter. 7-6 Raiders. Raider ball. Jones will take it out of bounds. Substitutions for the Bobcats. Thompson comes back in. Even will sit down. And for the Bobcats, it's Smith, Burns, Delbridge, Thompson, and Kimber Buys. For the Raiders, Schreiber, Thornton, Jones, Seyu Manutafa, and Griswold. Griswold drives, tries to get it into Seyu Manutafa, and Smith is right there for the steal. Just kind of read that, baited that pass, and stepped in the passing lane and took it. Now Smith on top of the key. She's at the logo being guarded by Griswold. She's tight. 30 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock, so there's a little difference. Raiders should get a shot if there's not an offensive rebound here. Smith, left-handed, is going to draw the foul. Late call on Jones. Looked to be in good position, but as Smith kind of dipped with their left hand, calls on Jones. So both teams have 4 fouls, only 21 seconds. So either team fouls again, they'll be shooting. Porter set to come back in, even set to come back in. Smith ties it with that free throw make. Tied at 7. Logan Smith, the senior, on the line for her second for the Bobcats. Smith, calm stroke, and gets it in there. Good looking, confident shot from the line from the senior, Logan Smith, for the Bobcats. She'll give the Bobcats the lead with 21.3 on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Porter will bring the ball up. Jones shouts instructions. Thornton rotates. Now Griswold looks to go screen. Clear out for Schreiber. 3 off the back iron. Thornton's there. Griswold, 3. Air ball, no good. That'll end the first quarter. Rapid City Stevens Raiders 7. Brookings Bobcats 8. You're following Raiders girls basketball, subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep taking.
We're back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Shout out to the Raider cheerleaders. Just did a nice job in the quarter, entertaining this crowd here on a Saturday. Nice Saturday afternoon in the Black Hills. We'll start the second quarter. Bobcats possession. Kimber Buys will inbound. She'll look to go to Smith, who's going to be picked up by Love. Love picks her up over the half-court line. Now she breaks into over half court. Burns almost passed it and lost it. Didn't, and then knocked away by Peterson. That goes to the floor for a jump ball, which will be Raider ball off of the quarter possession of the Bobcats. So the Bobcats give up a bit possession, no shot. Raiders will inbound it to Peterson. Peterson facing the press. Peterson over the half line, breaks it long past the middle, dangerous. McClagan was almost there. And they're going to call an over and back. Didn't see that. Not sure if Jones' foot was over the line. The ball certainly didn't seem to be. At any rate, quick whistle for an over the back. Coach Dannenbring seemed to question it momentarily and just moved on here as we're a lot of game to play here. And Buys will inbound it in to Smith. Smith will try to take Love on the dribble. Love will make her pick it up. Even now on the handoff, tries to get by Love. Love holds her ground. Love almost picks her. Even was pushing her away. No call. Buys for 3. Kimber Buys. She's 2 for 2 from three-point line, or has 2 3-pointers, excuse me. I think she missed one other. We'll get those numbers at the half. At any rate, that increases the Bobcat lead to 4. They lead 7-11 here with a minute gone in the second. Porter now off the handoff from Griswold. She'll take it into the lane, loses it, going to get tied up, and a jump ball, and that's going to go back to the Bobcats. Raiders will set up the press. Inbounds to Even. Even gets it over to Buys. Buys had a nice afternoon. She'll race it up the line to avoid the press. Picked up by Jones. Even to Burns. Burns, Smith in the lane on the slash. Oh, unlucky. In and out. Did everything right. The ball just about an eighth of the way down. Comes out. Porter, 3, corner, off. Peterson goes up. Can't go up hard because of the 2 fouls. Burns comes down with it. Gets it to Buys. It's tipped away. McClagan gets it right back to Burns on the wing. She's going to try to take Jones. Jones cuts off the dribble. Makes her pick up the dribble. Buys in trouble. And it's going to be a 5-second call. Coach McClagan is out on the court saying he's screaming for timeout. It's not loud in here. Officials are talking to him. They didn't award him the timeout. And it'll be Raider ball as Coach McClagan was far enough out. If he wasn't calling timeout, I don't know what he was doing. But at any rate, officials didn't hear it in time. So Raider basketball. Love on the right side. She's at the mascot. Pokes it over Jones. Jones wide open. 3. Oh, just in and out. Love goes up, taps it. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Bobcats. It was off Burns. It'll stay Raider basketball. Coach McClagan, I think, wanted a foul there. None given. Ball into Porter. Porter's going to back Burns down. Get her up. Get her down. No foul called, and then late. There was contact there. Porter went up, got the ball through, and the call came from Kane Kohler. It'll be the first on Burns, who's got the size there, advantage on Porter. Burns is a 5'10". Porter makes the first. Be her first points of the game as she chases the record of 1,417 points of Becky Hammond. Second one off back iron, out of bounds. They're going to say off of Jones. Jones thought it was off of Even, but at any rate, officials say Brookings basketball, and Buys will take it out. She fires it over to McClagan. The junior Sloan McClagan having a nice serve. She trips. Hope she's okay. Love takes her time. Off glass and good. And they're going to call a timeout. It looks like just a slip and maybe an ankle there. Sloan McClagan gets up. She's trying to walk it off. Just tell by the way she reacted that something gave there. She'll get subbed in by number 10, Crew Halverson, the junior. Let's hope Sloan McClagan, good player for the Bobcats, is okay. Buys, runs on the baseline, gets it into Smith. Smith picked up by Love. Love tries to get her to pick up her dribble. She keeps it. She goes to the mascot, turns her over to Porter. Porter switches back from Burns to Smith. Seyu Manatafa can't swipe at the ball. Smith with a nifty little move and goes underneath the defense for the layup. Thornton gets it over to the top to Porter. Porter to Love. Back to Porter. Right by the letters. Near side of your screen. She dribbles out. Thornton. Hayden Thornton takes the ball left. Not there. Left out about a 3. Crossover dribble. She goes in. Burns just stonewalls her. Holds her ground. And there was contact, but she had position. Instead of an offensive foul, experienced official calls a travel as Love tried to avoid Burns in the paint. Smith brings up the ball. This time she'll switch over to Buys with Porter taking Smith. Porter holding her ground. Smith backing up. Turn, kind of a turn, awkward floater jumper. Tough shot. Porter gets it, comes all the way down, throws it up. She's going to be fouled. And that's going to be by Burns again. Nifty little wasn't really a crossover. It's just kind of a little shift dribble to get Burns to move a little bit to her left, and Porter moved back to her left, Burns right, and draws a foul. She's on the line for 2. Nice move there by Talia Porter. She makes the first.
Brookings, number 24, Lily Thompson.
Thompson checks back in for the Bobcats, as does Delbridge. Griswold comes back in for Love. Porter on the line for her second, looking for her third point of the day, and she gets it. All free throws for Talia Porter. Smith gets away from Griswold. Griswold recovers nicely. Delbridge mishandled for just a second, and Griswold hustling was right there. Porter, long, 3, off. Seyu Manatafa keeps it alive, but it goes back to Logan Smith. She is everywhere for the Bobcats. Great hustle. She'll take care of the ball, stop her dribble, get it down to Delbridge. Delbridge hands off to number 10, who came in from McClagan. That's Crew Halverson. Halverson over to Thompson. Halverson, Smith, 3, just off. Rebound there, Delbridge. Delbridge out to Bies, who has 2 threes. She tries to take Seyu Manatafa off the dribble. Can't, keeps it alive. The ball goes inbounds, and we're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to be Raider ball. They trail by 1 with 3:43 to go in the half. Raiders 12, Bobcats 13. Porter will get the ball on the end and get it into Thornton. She also has Schreiber and Griswold at half court. Substitutions for the Bobcats. Coming back in is Even. Macy Even, the juniors, had a nice day. Very active, long athlete. Also in number 20, a 9th grader, Caitlin Harris, in for the first time for the Bobcats. Porter on the far side, mascot. That one's tipped by the length of Even. She'll take it up the left side. Porter's on her. She'll back it out. Goes right back down into Delbridge. Delbridge will turn, put one up, and be fouled. And I think that's going to be number 2 on the 7th grader, Seyu Manatafa. And that'll send Delbridge, Clara Delbridge, the junior, number 30, to the Bobcats, to the line.
2 shots for number 30, Delbridge.
She'll make her first attempt. She's at the line for the second. The size and the length of the Bobcats and the fact that they're also pressing has kind of just hindered the Raiders from getting into their game and the pace that they like to play. Makes the second one as Eldest Delbridge. She'll have 2 for the day. Gets it over. Thornton guarded tough by the 9th grader, Harris. She's working hard out there. Griswold still getting guarded tough by Harris. She gets it into Porter in the lane. Porter goes up, no call, gets her own rebound, goes right back up and scores. Talia Porter with her first field goal. She'll have 5 to the day as she chips away at the 14-17. Now Griswold returning the favor on Harris, guarding her tough. She knocks it out of bounds. Griswold working hard to get in position, staying low, and then just an active dig hand. Now a line change for the Raiders. Jones comes back in, along with Haley Falcon, good shooting sophomore guard. Peterson will come in, and Porter, along with Griswold. 2:42, long 3 by Smith, off. Good rebound, good position by Peterson. No foul, Even was over, tipped it, and Jones is right there. Peterson now with 2 fouls, goes in the lane, kicks it out to Falcon for 3! Haley Falcon! The junior, Macy Even, she's a good player, long and athletic. 3-point attempt by Griswold, not there. The Raiders, with 1 to go, have found a little cold streak after the 3-point basket by Falcon. Jones with good defense, out to Falcon. Falcon's going to slow it down, take care of the ball. Falcon has a look. She comes out and defended, gets it over to Peterson. Peterson to Griswold. Griswold, scoop shot lane, nope, and a foul. Griswold split the defender, slipped through with the dribble, was drew contact and had to try to just scoop it up there to draw the shooting foul, and she did. So good work there by Griswold. Makes the first. Raiders back in the lead by 1. Buys comes back in for Harris, the freshman who did a nice job in getting by some minutes of rest. Griswold with the second. She makes both. That'll give the Raiders the lead 2 with 45 to go. A little difference on the shot and game clock. Again, if there's no offensive rebound, the Raiders should get a shot even wide open for 3. Good. Can't leave a good player that wide open. Nobody around Macy even. She buries the 3. Bobcats with the lead. Falcon thought about it, gets it over to Griswold. Almost got overhead. Great athletic reach there by Jessica Griswold to secure that pass. Peterson, a little trap look to take off the court. They're trying to deny Porter. They want an offensive foul there. Didn't get it. McClagan all over Porter. Ball goes out of bounds. It looked like off the Bobcats, they're going to say the Raiders hit it. And it's going to go to the Bobcats. Coach Dannenbring questions for a second and focuses back on the play at hand. Raiders will set up the press now, 7.3. So off of that position, they get no shot. McClagan beats off the dribble, goes all the way for no, doesn't make it. She beat Falcon off the dribble, but just her momentum got her going pretty fast, couldn't do it. So at halftime, a little surprise for the number 3 Raiders. The number 8 Bobcats lead at halftime. Rapid City Stevens Raiders 19, Brookings Bobcat 20. We'll be back for a halftime wrap-up here and recap after we get the stats. We'll go away for words from our sponsors. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news! I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm Agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical...
We're back at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. We'll do a little halftime recap here as we look at the numbers. Raiders cold shooting just hindering their ability to get into their press and gain an advantage with their athleticism. Raiders just shot 27% from the field, 6 for 22. 9% from three-point land. Haley Falcon had the late three-pointer as the only make out of 11. They were 6 for 9 from the charity stripe for 67%. The Bobcats, on the other hand, shooting 33% from the field, 6 for 18, 33% from 3, with 2 from buys and 1 from even, and then 5 for 8 from the line for 63%. The turnovers were even, and it was the pressure that the Bobcats are putting on, also created some difficulty for the Raiders. They had a couple of steals at midcourt by McClagan, 1 knock away by even, and of course that over and back call. So those situations right there have neutralized Raiders' usual advantage in that category. Rebounding, however, the Raiders are up by 4, and they've had more on offense, but they just can't convert those shots, again, as they were 6 for 22. Leading all scorers are Smith and Buys, both with 6. And then across the board with 5 are even for the Bobcats, and for the Raiders, Porter and Love each with 5 to lead the Raiders. And contributing with the Raiders is Griswold with 4, Falcon with her 3-pointer, and Peterson with 2. And rounding out the scoring for the Bobcats is McClagan with 1 and Delbridge with 2. And that takes us to 20-19. Get back to the interview with Talia Porter. During the Lakota National Invitational Tournament, she had the opportunity to meet the all-time great WNBA champion, Olympian, and coach now for the Aces, Becky Hammond. And at the L&I, Becky was able to spend some time with Talia. And Talia just said it was a unique experience. It was surreal. Hasn't really sunk in, and she realizes it isn't taking for granted that not everybody gets an opportunity like that. And just was so impressed how Becky Hammond was down to earth and provided her with words of motivation, encouragement to go get that record. We will start the second half with the Bobcats taking on the ball. It'll be Buys who takes the ball out of bounds, and she'll get it to Smith. Smith off the dribble to left, guarded by Love. Love at the letters, over to Even. Even to McClagan. McClagan cross court, Buys, 3-pointer. It's a little off. Rebound, though, by Even. And she'll be picked up by Love. Smith off the dribble. She'll switch over to Love. Love tries to keep her out, a little push with the forearm. Little step through by Smith. Good take there. And the confidence you can see building for the senior Logan Smith. That's her 8th point. Jones gets it over the top of McClagan to Peterson. Porter trying to get on top, a little matchup zone now against Porter. That ball goes off of Love. They're going to say touch by Even. The Brookings bench didn't like it, and then Griswold just throws it past Porter on a line and goes out of bounds. Griswold with the what did I just do look. At any rate, another lost possession for the Raiders. And Smith and the Bobcats will bring it up. Smith at the bottom of the logo. Goes behind her back. Love stays on her. Tries to hand it off to Even. Even guarded tightly there by Peterson. Good matchup there. Jones on Buys. Buys gets it back to Even. Even looks to dribble. Goes in low to Burns. Burns step through. Bumps on Jones. Jones hold her ground. Burns up with the left hand, misses. Jones will bring it down off the dribble. Buys hits the floor after getting tangled up with Peterson. Peterson in the corner. Love thinks about a 3. Step back 3. Good. Love for 3. Tie ball game. Griswold running on McClagan. The ball gets kicked. Love goes down. Goes out of bounds off of the Raiders as Love dove for it, but she fell out of bounds. So the Raiders picking up their defensive intensity here. Buys will get this into Smith. Smith has to take a couple dribbles. Love trying to force her to stop her dribble. Really working hard with that dig hand. Smith so strong, and we're going to get a 5-second. The mechanic of you're tight here, the count started, and great defensive pressure there by Finley Love, so much so, and digging at the ball so much so, Smith, the senior guard, lost any focus on the clock. Peterson now gets it over the top to Porter. Porter, diagonal pass to Griswold. Griswold bumped, and knocked away and in the hand of Smith. Smith gets it up to McClagan. She'll stop it, pull it back out, goes down to Burns. Burns runs into Porter, no call, and then a follow-up shot off the rebound. It'll be a call, and that looked like it's going to go on Brittany Jones. And if it is, that's going to be her second. The senior Tess Burns will go to the line for 2 shots. Burns will try to get her first points of the game. First one, back rim, front rim, side rim out. Unlucky there for Burns. Burns has come in off the bench and had nice minutes for the Bobcats. Excuse me, she started the game. My apologies. That one's missed, but Smith's right there. Out-battles Peterson for an easy 2. So Burns can't convert, but Smith making her presence felt even more this second half is the senior. She'll be up to 10 and lead all scorers. Peterson splits a dribble, goes on the layup, misses it. Another unlucky miss for the Raiders off a layup. Great work for Peterson to get the opportunity to have that look and just couldn't finish off the glass. Love now, instant offense with the pick. The official gets in the way, slows down Love. She'll stop at the free throw line and pop. That one's off back rim. Flying in to get the rebound is Griswold. She hits the ground hard. We'll see if we have a jump or a foul. And no foul, it's a jump. And so there'll be substitutes for both teams. Little line change for the Raiders. For the Bobcats, it looked like Even will go out, and the freshman Harris will come back in. Caitlin Harris does come back in. For the Raiders, it's going to be Porter, Max Schreiber, Love, who's going to launch a 3. Good! 2 in a row for Finley Love. Raiders up by 1, even though things don't appear to be going their way. Finish that lineup for the Raiders after Love, Porter, and Schreiber. Seyumanu Tafa, the 7th grader, and Hayden Thornton, the junior. McClagan with a little off-balance floater, doesn't go. Rebound Love, she gets it up to Thornton on the right side. She'll take it back to the middle, top of the key. Swings it back out to Love. Love looked for Schreiber. Schreiber's going to cut instead. Love keeping the dribble. The count's on. She swings it over to Porter, but we're going to have an offensive foul. They're going to say Finley Love hooked the defender, which did to see some hands, but it also looked like she was getting pushed on the body. At any rate, an offensive foul on Finley Love. So a hook is what they're calling, and there was an arm around the defender. And so it'll be Brookings ball on the side here. Some of the Raider faithful begin to voice their confusion and maybe a respectful disagreement with some of the calls. Jones picks up Smith. Smith with a nice little dribble. She's going to take Jones all the way to the hoop and hop. Good. No foul. And again, on fire right now is Smith with 12. Love for 3 again. That one's short. Rebound's going to go to Smith. She's going to get over to Buys. Buys will challenge Porter and then slow it down. McClagan will get it and go to the lane. Picked up by Schreiber. Smith out front, gets down low to Delbridge. Delbridge takes it on the run, left-handed layup. Good take, not there. Thornton gets rebound. It is jump or a foul. It looked like it was a foul coming in there. King Caller will call the foul. That's going to be on number 30, Delbridge, her second. Even comes back in. She'll give the hot Logan Smith, the senior, a break. Macy Even, the junior, will take over. Porter brings the ball up now for the Raiders. 1 point game, Raiders trail 25-26. Schreiber dribbles back out. Picked up nicely by Harris. And they're going to call a double dribble on Schreiber. Didn't really see that one. There was some contact made, and even maybe Harris touched the ball. At any rate, the Raider bench now a little confused. And another turnover and another lost possession, but still only trail by 1. Even Looks for a flasher, not there. Looks to go down low to Delbridge, does. Delbridge tries to back down Manitofa. McClagan with a long three, not there. Even holds off Porter for the rebound. Even goes back up. Foul, and that's going to be on Manitofa. That's going to be her third. As the length of the junior, Macy Even, is really presenting a challenge for the Stevens Raiders, and they don't have an answer for it right now. Talia Porter, who's physical and can box out, still can't keep that length out of there. Even will miss the first. Manitofa will check out. Peterson comes back in. Even makes the second. And the Bobcats will lead by 2. Porter off the dribble to Thornton. Thornton looked to go inside, can't. Griswold back to Thornton. Tried to go inside to Porter, and the length of Harris, the freshman, she's been active defensively, tips it over. Even comes with it, gets it right back to Harris. She'll be picked up by Max Schreiber. Schreiber tips it out, tried to get it, was held, no call. Even on the dribble will take Porter all the way, and a foul. It looked like the ball just got knocked out of bounds, but a foul is going to be called. And Even will go to the line. That one's going to be on Max Schreiber, I believe. So the Raiders, 4 team fouls. Even will make the first, while the Bobcats only have 1. Next foul, with over 2 minutes to play, will put the Bobcats on the line for the rest of the quarter. They extend the lead to 3, 25-28 over the Raiders. Even makes them both. Lead goes to 4, as Even has found her stroke from the charity stripe and has made her last 3. Peterson will bring the ball up. Raiders staying calm. Really need a bucket. That one's almost off Peterson's leg. Really need a bucket so they can get into their rhythm of a press. Porter short from 3. And one shot and done. And a nice little inside-out move by Harris to beat the press and Peterson. Peterson now will stop the dribble on number 24. That's Thompson. And Coach McClagan knew they were going to get a 5-second count, so he calls a timeout. 30-second timeout. Bobcats will be right back for more Raider basketball action on GoRaidersLive.com.
Hospital. You ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We're back to Carroll Dyer Gymnasium. Raiders trail by 4. Haven't had a bucket or a chance for a bucket on some possessions. Kimber Buys gets it in to the hot senior guard, Smith. She tries a reverse layup, doesn't draw iron. Peterson comes down with it and will get it up to the court. Again, almost dribbles off her leg. Porter this time, nice step through and, unlucky, usually automatic. And doesn't make it, and then it'll be a foul on Porter. Looked like she picked the ball clean, but the midcourt official calls the foul. And that'll be Porter's second, team 5, and the Bobcats should be shooting here, but maybe the numbers on the board are wrong, but instead of shooting, they're bringing up the ball. Bringing up the court. Good defense there, and another foul off the push. So Buys kind of threw up a prayer, but on the backside, the size of Burns allowed her to get the rebound and then draw a foul. And that'll be the third on Peterson. Raiders just can't get into rhythm, just can't get into sync. And without rhythm and flow, they're just not finding the basket and can't get in the press. And we'll see if the sense of urgency increases for them. They really haven't shown a sign of panic either. This time Burns makes her throw, and she makes both. So that could loom huge as Brookings heats up at the free throw line. They've made their last 5 and lead by 6, 31-25 over the Raiders. Falcon in. Raiders seem to be having a hard time handling the ball in the front court. Falcon for 3. Good! The Raiders dial up Falcon for the answer. She lets it fly from just below the letters for 3. And Griswold now really picking up the defensive pressure on Smith. Smith gets over to McClagan. McClagan to Delbridge. Delbridge kind of gave the forearm to Falcon. No call. Falcon will pick up McClagan. Good pass to Harris. Harris reverse layup. Good. That'll be the freshman's first 2 off a good give and go there. Or a good pass for the slashing Falcon. 3. Good. Right back down. Find her in the corner. Good screen by Peterson. McClagan all the way down coast to coast, takes Falcon to the hole, and she'll draw the foul, go to the line for 2, and that'll be on Falcon. Falcon comes to Coach Dannenbring to talk a little bit, maybe about matchups. Seyu Manatafa comes to the table. Looks like she'll come in along with, appears to be even, as we get a shoe tying by Griswold. So little pauses here and there. And Sloan McClagan will go to the line. She'll miss her first.
In for the Raiders, number 43, Marley Seyu Manutafa.
The 7th grader, number 43, Marley Seyu Manutafa, comes in. She'll give Peterson a break. For the Raiders, it's Seyu Manutafa, Porter, Jones, Griswold, and Falcon. Second one's good by McClagan. For the Bobcats, it's McClagan, Burns, Harris, Even, and Smith. Falcon thought about it, but Harris picked her up. Porter goes back to Falcon. Falcon thought about another 3. No, goes cross court. Seyu Manutafu, and is right there to Griswold. Griswold back out to Porter. 16 on the shot clock. Porter backs it out. Guarded by Harris, beats her out the dribble. Good screen by Seyu Manutafa. Falcon thought about a 3, didn't have it. A lot of dribbling. Shot clock down to 4. Long 3 by Porter, not there. Raiders try to keep it alive, and we're going to have a foul. It looked like Griswold came over the top to try to keep it alive, and it's going to go to the Bobcats. See who this one's going to be. It's either Seyu Manutafa, and it is, and that's going to be her 4th. And is going to send now for the rest of this quarter, which is 12 ticks. The Bobcats go to the line, and Even will try to increase her point total. Oh, no, it's going to be Harris now, who they backed off Even and put the right shooter on there, and that's going to be the freshman Harris, Caitlin Harris. Number 20 misses the first. Second by Harris. That's going to find the mark. And a 4-point lead. 10 seconds left. To Porter. Porter will have a chance for the last shot. She runs into Burns, and she'll get the call with 2.2. Definitely body contact there. Burns with the bump. And Porter will go to the line.
Second team foul. At the line to shoot 2 for the Raiders, number 3, Porter.
So Porter, with 2.2 on the clock, will try to cut the lead to 2. Even though the Raider scoring woes continue, they're still hanging in there. First one rolls in. Shooters roll there. Thornton comes in for the Raiders to make sure Seyu Manutafu doesn't get her 5th. Porter with her 2nd. Good. And at the end of 3, the number 3 Raiders trail the number 8 Brookings Bobcats 33-35. You're following Raider basketball subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown.
We're back for the fourth and final quarter of this one. Hasn't been real pretty. Moments it has, and Brookings, just a gritty team, just keeps plugging away, chopping wood, and an outstanding night for Logan Smith, the senior, for the Bobcats. She leads all with 12. Even gets in the paint, kicks it out to McClagan, wide open 3, good!
Three-point basket.
Bobcats open the scoring with a 3 by junior number 4, Sloan McClagan. Raiders. Falcon, 3-ball, in and out, can't answer. Thornton chases Smith to try to wolf, not there. Buys goes in for layup, no call. Jones with the rebound. She's going to press now up the court. Love, stops, floats it over to Thornton. Thornton's going to little jumper on the take. It's off the rim. Smith comes down with the rebound. Not a bad looking shot, just had nobody there to support on the boards. Love now will pick up Smith. Let's see if she can slow her down. Finley, an outstanding defender. Popped it over McClagan, another 3, feeling it. Junior Sloan McClagan, 2 threes in a row. The lead is now 8. Coach Dannenbring is going to let the girls play through it. No timeout. Porter slips, goes inside, shot. No call, but then they're going to say Brookings ball. But now a back official came and said, yeah, it was tipped. There's a reason why it was so short. It was blocked. So it'll be Raider ball. Jones will get it on the end. Sense of urgency definitely picking up here for the Raiders. Peterson over to Love. Had to float it so she couldn't take the 3. Good recovery defense by McClagan. Porter will take it in. She goes around, Burns, up, in. Can't make a layup. So many times those have been automatic points for Talia Porter, who's so good inside and just can't get him to fall. And Brookings playing the zone they are, matching up. Kind of a quasi-double on Porter when she gets around the ball, or keeping her from the paint, so really taking out of her game, and they come back with their length on the other end of even and draw another foul. This time it'll be on Peterson, and she's done for the day. Unlucky there. Haley's real catalyst, especially in the press, really makes things happen, and just, again, couldn't get in a rhythm, couldn't get her game going, so credit Coach Mitch McClagan and the Brookings Bobcats for coming in here with a very good game plan, good scouting report. It'll be a timeout here, be a full timeout. And we will stay right here and continue to let you know how that interview went with Talia Porter earlier. We shared what her meeting with Becky Hammond went like. And also we talked to her about what players she's looked up to here at Stevens, because there have been so many. And she said she watched Kyle Watson, who's been to 3 NCAA tournaments, 2 Sweet 16s, playing at West Virginia her last year. She said she watched her while she was a 7th grader. Didn't really know her, but certainly watched her. But when she came up as an 8th grader, Her role models were Jada McNabb, Bailey Zobsak, Jaden Matkins, Megan Balloon, and all the senior leaders there that really helped her out. And she looked up to them. And asked her, as the record gets closer, are you feeling a little pressure? And she said, yeah, it does. As the record gets closer and more people are talking about it, there's a little pressure and an expected standard. So she's trying to do her best to stay within herself and play for her team and play her game. It was a very humble and mature answer. It was a very pleasant interview. We'll finish those thoughts up from that interview during play here right now. The junior, Macy Even, extends the Bobcat lead to 9. 42-33 Bobcats. Even in her second. It's good. So Brookings' free throw percentage has really increased in this half, and that's been a problem for the Raiders. Jones, Griswold. Griswold off the dribble. Gets it back over to Jones. Jones thought about going down. 20 on the shot clock. Love is there in the corner. Swings it to her. Love for 3. Forced it. Brookings is so long. Even is so long. And are closing so fast. Finley Love knew she had to shoot it quicker than she really wanted to. And that shot goes awry. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Brookings' ball. That one's thrown away. No, it's thrown long to Burns. Burns. It looks like Burns pushed out Porter, but they're going to call the foul on Porter, who either way was a good foul because Burns was breakaway layup off of the long pass from the Bobcats. Second team foul already on the Raiders, and Bives will put it in to Smith. Bives thought about it. McClagan, double team now. Love is there. Raiders, good job by oh, and there's a push by Bives on Griswold. No one saw it. Spin move by Seyu Manatafa, coast to coast off the dribble. Seventh grader showing great skill potential. Love will pick a pocket. She'll go up. She gets fouled from behind, and it will be called, and that's going to be Bives. Is there an intentional? That was a hard foul from behind, but referees were right there. Called it.
Brookings foul number 14, Kimber Bives.
And that'll send Love to the line.
Shots, number 11, Finley Love.
And she'll try to increase her point total. She misses the first. Finley has 11 after those 2 threes. She steps back, takes a deep breath. And we're going to have a timeout. Brookings.
60-second timeout, Brookings.
We're going to have a full timeout by Coach McClagan, and we'll stay right here and finish the thoughts from Talia Porter and come back and bring you Finley Love's free throw. And off that free throw, hopefully she makes it and the Raiders can set a press. Either way, both teams have really worked hard today, expended a lot of energy. Just not a lot of point production from either, although the Bobcats have had a nice third quarter. Finishing that interview with Talia Porter, we asked her, who are some people that you would like to think that are kind of the behind-the-scenes people that maybe don't get a lot of credit, and she answered right away. Coach Michael Brooks, her coach when she was an 8th grader, for believing in her and petitioning her up to play as an 8th grader. She said his system that was very structured and regimented was good for her to be able to grow and mature as a player, and so she thanked him. Her AAU coach for exposing her to a lot of basketball, and mostly would just like to thank her parents for, and especially her dad, for supporting her passion. And the last question we asked her was if she had any aspirations about the next level. She said, yeah, that she does have a goal to play at the next level, and she's keeping all her options open, talking to different schools, and will kind of wants to see this season through, and we'll let that take care of itself and look for the best fit like a lot of student athletes in her situation. Finley Love makes the second. Good free throw by her. 7-point lead now as Love picks up Smith full court. Smith is almost picked by Love again. Her strength allows her to run right. Buys open 3. She's going to take it in and out. Seyu Manatafa fights Burns for the rebound, and she's going to work the ball up the court. Even picks her up. She kicks it out to Griswold. Griswold now over to Jones. Jones, Porter. Porter's going to dribble inside. Scoop, shot, foul. That's going to go on Burns. Burns didn't like it, but she got the call. Yep. That's going to be Logan Smith, her first, and not Burns. Both of them were in there. And the foul goes to number 22, the senior, her first. Porter will convert the first. She'll step to the line for the second. Talia strokes that one, and it's good. Raiders now have cut this into 5. Love, good defensive position. Just keeping laser focus on the midsection of Smith. Cuts off the dribble again, almost a travel, thrown away, but no, Burns gets it. Great hands by Burns, and a bump by Griswold. She thought McClagan was going to shoot because she's been hot. McClagan pump faked and held her ground, and Griswold came in hot and just couldn't slow down and ran into her. That'll be Griswold's first foul. Raiders with 3, Bobcats with 2, 5-point game, 4:42, clean shot clock. Smith backs down again, and a tough bounce, taking Love to the hole. Wow, that's a tough shot and tough make on that take by number 22, the senior, Logan Smith. Porter, long 3, good! Smith now will lead all with 14. Porter with 12. After that, 3. Wide open is even. Bounce pass, Burns. Easy 2 points, beating the press. Raiders just did not rotate quick enough, and we're going to have a timeout. They have a 30-second timeout here. Looks like the Bobcats want to set a press breaker. We'll be right back after this 30-second break.
Join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City Sports Talk Show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
We're back. 4:07 to go. Raiders inbound the ball. Brookings thought they might come out and press. They don't. They back off and go in a half court. Looks like they'll play a little zone here, matchup zone. Falcon, 3, off. Sayumanu Tafa goes up the rebound. Burns goes down, no travel. Falcon comes out of it. 3, off. Raiders not there. Smith almost travels, but does a good job to corral that one. Unlucky for Falcon, 2 good looks. Smith off the dribble, so strong. That time Jones backs off. Smith thinking there's going to be contact. It's not there. She loses the ball, goes to Smith. Porter forcing herself inside to shoot. No foul call, a travel instead. 3 Brookings bodies were draped over Talia Porter. No foul, instead of travel as she was trying to get the ball away. 6-point lead. Raiders trying to cut it in, but it's hard when they lose possessions. Buys off the nice pass from Even. Buys, stops, fakes a pass. She gets it out to Burns. Burns having a nice game here. Long 3 by McClagan. It's off the mark. Rebound, Sayumanu Tafu, and Love will come up. Sayumanu Tafu in. She's set for rebound. She's there. She gets it. Great job. You can see her working to get position and a foul. She got the position on Smith as soon as that 3 attempt left the hand of the shooter. You could just see the 7th grader conscious effort to work hard and get in rebound position, and it pays off with 4 fouls. She'll go to the line, and that will be the 4th on Burns, who just got outworked and outpositioned there, although Burns has had a very good day and has really been a problem for the Raiders. 7th grader converts her first. 5-point game. Griswold will come back in. Falcon will go out. It looks like Thornton is set to come in for the shooter. Marley, Sayu Manatafu. Second one is good. Raiders also improving their free throw shooting. 4-point game. Raiders, who are almost down by 10, seem to be letting this slip away. Still nothing certain here, but really a sense of urgency and pressure just been there. And that's going to be a timeout. No, are we going to get the FAR official making a call? Yeah, the FAR official from the opposite 3-point line is going to call a foul on Jessa Griswold and the Raiders. The near official, Kane Kohler, kept his whistle quiet. Griswold, good job by Schmidt. That one's knocked away. Even pushed out further. Good little dribbling by her, but she's cut off. Good help defense by Griswold. Over the top. McClagan takes a little jumper. It's off. Rebound, though, to Even. No Raiders were there. Jump ball in the paint between Porter and Even. Boy, that length of Macy Even, just as marked as 5'10", but her wingspan is probably 6'2". Just rangy, good, athletic players. Had a nice day today. She's got 10 points. Porter will bring it up. Raiders trail by 4. 2:20 to go. Raiders trying to look to stay in the top 5. Double A. Porter, little dribble, dip, dive, move, good. 2-point game. Smith hustles it down, gets it over to the top to Burns. Burns turns and is fouled by Thornton. And as we get down by the 2-minute mark, it's getting a little vocal and caroled higher as everybody's kind of strapping up for the finish of this one. Burns will go to the line. That's first on Thornton. Burns. Good. As we've mentioned before, both teams shooting pretty well here in the second half from the line. Burns extends the one possession, but a 3-point game. Second from Burns is good. 2-possession game. Burns quietly has notched 6 points this half to keep the Bobcats in front. They lead by 4. Buys will give token full court pressure. They just don't want Porter with the ball. Thornton standing there wide open. She's going to say help, but she gets it in to Porter. Buys will pick her up, and then they'll drop into a zone. And that zone has done a nice job of keeping Porter from the paint. Falcon pushes it over. Jones, no 3-pointer. Jones will split the defense, get it over to Love. Love kicks over to Falcon. Falcon for 3, off the mark, follows her shot, but Schmidt does a nice job boxing her out. She gets it up to Even. Even goes long over to McClagan. McClagan thinks about a shot, doesn't take it. Schmidt. Brookings content to let the clock go now. Almost thrown away, but Even's right there with her length. McClagan thinks about it. No. Buys. Gets Porter up off the ground. Good layup attempt. Not there. Delbridge with the rebound and a foul. Brookings will be going to the line the rest of the game, as that's going to be on Jones. And the rebounding woes this half for the Raiders, who had the advantage in the first half, continue as the size and length of the Brookings Bobcats is just proving to be a little too much this afternoon to this point. And Delbridge will make another free throw. That's her 3rd point, all off 3 throws. 2-possession game, 5-point lead. Delbridge makes it a 6-point game, 2-possession on 3s. And with 1:15, Porter brings it up. See if there's a set play to get a quick shot. Porter, no. Had Love, crosses it out to Falcon. Falcon, 3, good! That's her fourth three-pointer for 12 points and a timeout. A timeout by the Raiders. Coach McClagan wants to talk something. The senior guard had some words for the official, and one of the assistants for Taylor Giblin for the Bobcats got the attention of Logan Smith and said, get to the bench. Let's just finish this out as a team. So with 59.3 seconds to go, we're going to stay right here with this one. 48-51. Timeout Raiders. Possession arrow belongs to the Bobcats. They're in the bonus. Bobcats still have 2 fouls to give as they are at 3 team fouls. Raiders now will look to set a tough press here. Bobcats see if they're going to go over the top like they did before at the press breaker. Right now, Raiders don't have anybody. Now they back up and put some defenders behind it. Initially, they had nobody that could get into position to get over the top. And now a good matchup change there. McLaughlin on Sayu Manitofa. She easily beats her off the dribble. Marley really hustled, though, to make sure it wasn't an easy layup. Now Smith over to Even. Even tied up by Love, but they're going to call a foul. Looked like she got there to tie it up for a jump, but instead it'll be a foul. And, of course, that means they'll go to the line. Her second foul for Love. Even will go back on the line, and she hasn't missed this half. Excuse me, she missed the front end and then hasn't missed since then. That's her 6th or 7th in a row. I'm not sure all my little scratches are correct here. At any rate, Even is her 11th point. 2-possession game. Even. Her second is good. Extends the lead to 5. 2-possession game. Thornton comes in for the Raiders. Porter's in. Sayu Manitofa goes out. Jones is in. Got to have the 3-point shooting Falcon in. She's in with Finley Love. Peterson in, fouled out. Porter over the top. Bives is all over. No call. Porter goes the distance, throws one up. Foul on Burns, and that's going to be all for her. And that'll be a big loss inside, but there's only 38.3, so Bobcats with the lead and a possession. Coach McClagan, with his minute to make a substitution, brings his girls over. Coach Dannenbrink kind of gives a look. He calls the subs. It's going to be Delbridge. So Delbridge will come in and replace Burns. Bobcats will spread out and go to the line. Almost like taking a timeout to freeze the shooter in essence there. Griswold comes back in. Thornton's in. Jones is in. Porter's in. Love is in. Falcon will take a seat. They'll go defense for offense and try to get her back in. They get another possession. Porter will drain another free throw. That'll take her total to 15. Closer to the record, but more importantly, she wants to make this a 1-possession game, give the Raiders a chance to tie this one or win it. That one's off, and Even will get it. She'll get it to Smith, but on the ground and a timeout. On the ground, Porter, great senior savvy experience there. Porter went to the floor, knew if she moved it'd be a travel, so immediately called a timeout, which allows Falcon to come in. So good, great heads-up senior play there by Talia Porter, number 3 for the Raiders. Raider timeout will stay right here to finish this one out as we're in a tight one here. Still 2-possession game, but with 31.7 in the ball, the Raiders have a chance to convert and foul or cause a turnover off their press. And that's probably what Coach Dannenbrink is saying right now is, hey, you don't have to just go foul. Let our press do the work. And if you get a foul while doing the press, so be it. But if we get a turnover and don't foul, then they don't go line. We get a chance to cut into that score, and we'll go from there. Brookings, again, great game plan, great scout, as they put on that zone that just, at times if Talia Porter got the ball, there were 3 Bobcats hovering around her. Raiders can't get it in. Now they quick it into Thornton. Thornton kicks over to Falcon. Falcon, it can't shoot. Guarded quick, tight. Love, Jones, Porter. Porter knows she's got to score. She drives the hole. Up and in for Porter. Timeout, Raiders. 2-point game, 20.6. Possession arrow in favor of the Bobcats, so any tie-up goes Bobcat way. And a foul takes them to the end here of the court, to the west end of the court, to shoot throws. Talia Porter's up to 17 points now, which would take her total to 1390, and the record is 1417. So at the beginning of the day, she was 44 to tie the record, 45 to eclipse. And so you're looking at taking that down to 28 points with 8 games after today remaining in the season. So definitely on pace. But more importantly now, Talia and the Raiders are focusing on just doing everything they can to fight and stay in this one. Maybe go to overtime and give themselves a chance, or, get a big 3. Bobcats, on the flip side, though, have answered. And their matchups with their size and length have not made it easy for the Raiders. Buys, gets it in. Smith loses it, and a jump ball. And that'll take the possession over to Stevens with 18.8. It'll be Bobcat ball, but the possession arrow now will go to Stevens instead of with a few seconds. It's 18.8. So another jump ball gives them a great chance. And instead of a timeout, McClagan wanted a foul. The FAR official again had his hand up. I think McClagan was asking for a timeout. And now the officials are discussing when it happened. And it's going to be a timeout to the Bobcats. No foul, timeout to the Bobcats. They'll retain possession with 17.2. Shot clock is off. As Coach Mitch McClagan is talking to the official Randy Stanton. And I think they're saying, hey, as soon as we're getting the ball in, they're fouling us. And now the Raider coaches are asking for an explanation. I think everybody just wants to get on the same page here of what the conference was. And the timeout time is being taken by Coach McClagan primarily to have a conversation with the official. And I don't know. I didn't see the mechanic if it was a full timeout or a 30. Either way, the timeout clock is not running on the scoreboard, so we're going to assume it's a full, as Coach McClagan had a long talk with the official, and now it looks like they're going to give first warnings. Well, the official went to the Stevens bench. No one went to the Brookings bench, so at either rate, both teams are breaking the huddle. So here we go, 17.2. Bobcat basketball. They'll be deep in the corner while the Raider boys team watches in that corner and the Bobcat boys team watches in the other corner. So the end of this one, we got quite a crowd brewing. Bobcats can't get it in. Fly it in. McClagan, great catch. Love tries to knock it away, and she fouls McClagan. Both Love and Thornton run to McClagan to help her up as a sign of good sportsmanship. And the junior, Sloan McClagan, will go to the line, and that'll be Finley Love's third foul. So with 15.7, Sloan McClagan, number 4, the junior Bobcat. See if she can put this one ice for the Bobcats. First one, good.
Checking in for the Raiders, number 4, Haley Falcon.
Falcon checks back in, see if they can get a three-point from her. And also Marley Seyumanu-Tafa, they would need her rebounding presence if there's a miss. She's done a great job there. McClagan, second, good. 4-point game, 2 possession. Raiders letting the ball bounce. Now the clock will start. Porter takes the ball inside, drives, splits defenders. Call is made, and it's going to go on either Delbridge or number 14, Buys. Bobcats fans don't like that. And it's going to be on Buys. And that's her third. Porter now. Missed one of the last ones first. That one she makes. She's up to 18 points now. Griswold comes in. Falcon comes out for the OD. Both teams, one timeout left. Porter, her second. It's good. Buys will take it out. She'll get it to Even. Even will get torn by the Raiders. Gets it out. Love for three. Don't know what's being called. Ball went out of bounds, but they kept the clock going. They're saying Finley Love, when she rocked to shoot, stepped out of bounds, and it's going to be Bobcat ball with 1.2. So the Raiders had a chance there. The ball got put back into Talia Porter, couldn't handle it. Finley Love had to keep it alive, got it back to Jones, was in that deep corner, and the officials say Love stepped on either the end line or the sideline in the corner, and the Raiders turned the ball over with 1.2. The Bobcats are asking where the ball is going to be so they can get this ball inbounds quick. They got it inbounds quick. Well, actually not quick. It was nearing a 5-second call, and Even thought, I just got to get it and wrap it. They're going to follow me, and Jones picked her. So I wonder if Coach McClagan isn't going to go over the top. So even if there's a touch, it's so far away from the Raider basket, they really don't have a chance with the time left to do much with it. If he goes over the top and gets the ball as far away from the Raider basket as possible, that makes it tough on the Raiders. Of course, somebody's got to touch it. So a lot of things to think about, but they did go over the top before, and Buys has got some length, but she'll be guarded by Seyu Manutafa, who's going to not make it easy on her. Buys, Seyu Manutafa, hops, good job. They get it in, and this time Smith is just going to cover it up, and the Bobcats will upset the Rapid City Stevens Raiders in this one. Your final from Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Rapid City Stevens 53, the Brookings Bobcats 55. We will be signing off the girls live stream to switch over to the embedded boys live stream. During the boys contest, we will give you the final game stat wrap up for the girls and bring you some final thoughts there. So we'll close this one out, and we'll hope to see you right back here on the boys live stream on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll see you soon.